Welcome back to our educational program. My name is Ms. Layla and today we're going to discuss Grade 7 Unit 5, so let's begin. We have the title here of Unit 5 and that is, it's pretty easy to understand, it's free time. So this is episode 17, we're going to discuss vocabulary words. So we have a question here or a thought of a person as you see it here. He says, I have a lot of free time now. I would like to do useful activities, but I don't know what to do. Any suggestions? So how about we suggest some things for this poor boy so he can use his free time usefully. So what do? We have certain activities here suggested. I bet you have excellent suggestions. We have number 1 or the picture as you can see, learn a new skill like cooking. How about you learn a new skill? It's not necessarily cooking, anything else. You can learn how to paint, you can learn a new language, anything else. We have exercise or play your favorite sports. It's a useful activity during your free time. It's very healthy and it's fun. Third, we have spend time with your family and friends. Of course, spending time with your loved ones, it's very important and it's useful to your time, of course. So now we have a statement here. Express your agreement or disagreement, pay attention, with the following pictures. So we have a boy who is always on his phone and he's like being on social media all day. So this is the statement here, being on social media all day is useful. Do you agree or you disagree? Of course, you have to use certain words, so you express either you agree or not and then give me your opinion. So of course, I disagree. I would say I disagree first, either you agree or disagree. I disagree and then give your opinion. I think social media is a waste of time. Maybe other people have different opinions, but I personally think social media is a waste of time. So what is Unit 5 about? Unit 5 is divided into 3 themes or topics. We have the first topic and that is free time. Number 2, getting ready for a trip. Number 3, shopping. So we're going to discuss the vocabulary words of free time. The topic is all about camping in Kuwait. The first word we have of the lesson is require. So repeat after me. Require. Require. One more time. Require. What part of speech is require? So I require certain things. It's a verb. Excellent. The past form of require is required, adding D. Let's read the example so we can guess what I mean by the word require. All the family members are going on a camping trip, so we require a big van. So we require or need a big van. So require here means to need or make something necessary, important, or depend on. Essentially, it's need. Require is need. Next, we have the word appliance. So repeat after me. Appliance. Appliance. One more time. Appliance. What part of speech is appliance? We have lots of appliances here. It's a noun. Good job. So we have many modern appliances in our house, such as a smart TV, a digital fridge, and an electric stove. So these are lots of appliances. Appliance here means a device or equipment. Moving on to the next word, that is the word available. So repeat after me. Available. Available. What part of speech is available? So that seat is available. It's an adjective. Good job. We were going to book a flight ticket for Bahrain, but there weren't any available seats. As you see in the picture, there are no available seats. All of them are taken. So the word available here means free or easy to get or use. Next we have the word supply. So repeat after me. Supply. Supply. Good job. So when I tell you what we are going to supply you with books and pens, what part of speech is supply? It's a verb. Excellent. The past form of supply is supplied. Pay attention to the spelling. This healthy meal supplies you with all the vitamins you need. So supply here means to give or to provide. Next we have the word stove. So repeat after me. Stove. Stove. So what part of speech is stove? When I say the stove is small, it's a noun. Excellent. Pay attention to the picture. That's a stove. So my father bought a new small gas stove for our camping trip next week. A stove here is a kitchen appliance used for cooking or warmth. Next we have the word globe. So repeat after me. Globe. Globe. So what part of speech is globe? It's a noun. What do I mean by the word globe? Let's pay attention to the pictures. These are globes, different kinds of globes. So our social studies teacher always uses a globe to show us names and locations of the different countries. So we have a blue and natural colored globe, and the other one is a brownish kind of globe. So a globe here is a model of the earth. Now we are done with the vocabulary words of topic number 1, moving on to topic number 2, that is getting ready for a trip. So number 1, we have the word thirsty. So repeat after me. Thirsty. Thirsty. What part of speech is thirsty? I was very thirsty after running. It's a or an adjective. Let's read the example. I was very thirsty after running. I drank 2 whole bottles of water. As you see in the picture, he is thinking of water. He is very dehydrated. He is very thirsty. So, needing to drink. Next, we have the word compass. So, repeat after me. Compass. Compass. What part of speech is compass? As you see in the picture, that is a compass, a black and white compass. It's a noun. Let's read the example. When we got lost during our camping trip, we used a compass to get back to our tent. Compass is a device used to show the direction, either north, south, east, or west. Moving on to the next word, we have insect repellent. Insect repellent. So what part of speech is insect repellent? It's 2 words combined into one word. So it's a noun. As you see in the picture, that is a white insect repellent. So let's read the example. You have to bring an insect repellent when you go camping to avoid the stings of insects. So we use these insect repellents, a toxic spray against bugs or insects, so we can keep the bugs away from us. Moving on to the next word, we have the word survive. So repeat after me. Survive. Survive. So what part of speech is survive? It's a verb. So the past form of survive is survived, adding D. Let's read the example. My family and I were on a boat trip and we managed to survive a storm. Survive here is to stay alive. Now we have the vocabulary words of the 3rd topic, and that is the topic of shopping. Now we have the word definitely. So repeat after me. Definitely. Definitely. What part of speech is definitely? It's an adverb. Most adverbs, I would say most adverbs have ly. Not all of them, most. So of course this is an adverb. So let's read the example so we can understand what I mean by the word definitely. The Avenues Mall is definitely the largest mall in Kuwait. So definitely here means for sure. It's for sure the largest mall in Kuwait. Definitely. Moving on to the next word, and that is the word officially. Repeat after me. Officially. Officially. As we just mentioned, it's an adverb because most adverbs have ly at the end. So officially here is an adverb. Let's read the example so we can understand what do I mean by the word officially. Miss Sarah is officially the principal of the school after being a teacher there for 9 years. She's officially a principal. The Avenues Mall was opened officially in the year 2007. So officially is in a formal and public way. Next we have the word reflect. So repeat after me. Reflect. Reflect. One more time. Reflect. What part of speech is reflect? It's a verb. So the past form of reflect is reflected, adding ed. What do I mean by the word reflect? Let's read the example. Some people like to sing to reflect their happiness and good mood. So reflect is like mirroring, as you see in the picture. He is mirroring. So reflect is resembles or look like. Next we have the word luxury. So repeat after me. Luxury. Luxury. What part of speech is luxury? It's a noun. So I dream of buying a luxury boat with all the facilities to go around the world. For example, a Gucci bag, it's a luxury bag. So something that is expensive or wealthy or comfort. Next we have the word theater. So repeat after me. Theater. Theater. One more time. Theater. What part of speech is theater? So the theater is large. It's a noun. We booked seats in the front row of the theater to watch the new play. So a theater here is a building in which plays are performed or films are shown. Moving on to the next word, and that is the word iconic. So repeat after me. Iconic. Iconic. One more time. Iconic. What part of speech is iconic? For example, the Eiffel Tower is an iconic tower. Let's read the example so we can understand even more what do I mean by the word iconic. So Messi is an iconic football player. I really like the way he scores goals. So he is very popular, very famous, and no one else is like Messi. He's one of a kind. So what I mean by iconic is very famous or popular. Next we have the word civilization. So repeat after me. Civilization. It's a difficult word to pronounce. Civilization. Civilization. What part of speech is civilization? So the Egyptian civilization is the oldest in the world. It's a noun. Let's read the example in full. The ancient Egyptian civilization is one of the oldest in the world. So a civilization is the culture of human social life and its development. Moving on to the next word, and that is the word sweater. So repeat after me. Sweater. Sweater. So what part of speech is sweater? When it's cold, I like to wear sweaters to keep me warm. It's a noun. Good job. We have another example here. My mother knit me a beautiful and cozy sweater for my birthday. So a sweater here is a piece of clothing worn on the upper body. Next we have the word attract. So repeat after me. Attract. One more time. Attract. So what part of speech is attract? I like to attract several things using the magnet. It's a verb. The past form of attract is attracted, adding ed. Let's read the example. My uncle's bakery was a successful business. It attracts many customers. As you can see in the picture, it's attracting many customers. So it's to draw or bring in. Now we are done with the vocabulary words of Unit 5, and we summarize it with a chart here. We have all the words from nouns, verbs, adverbs, and adjectives. Now it's time to practice. From A, B, C, and D, choose the correct answer. Number 1, you should be careful when you use put it on low heat so it can cook slowly. So we have several hint words here or keywords: cook, heat. So what is the perfect word here? Is it A, theater, B, stove, C, globe, or D, sweater? Excellent, it's B, stove. So you should be careful when you use the stove. Number 2, we have many old things in the attic. Moving them, big boxes and tape. So is it A, reflects, B, supplies, C, requires, or D, survives? It's C, requires. Excellent. We have many old things in the attic. Moving them requires or needs big boxes and tape. So it's requires. Number 3, whenever I sit outside on the farm, I use the to spray insects. So we have keywords here. To spray insects. Which word is the perfect word for this sentence? Is it A, insect repellent, B, sweater, C, globe, or D, compass? Excellent. It's A. I use the insect repellent to spray insects. Number 4, my friend Hamad managed to in the car accident as he was fastening his seatbelt. So we have several words here, keywords. So he managed to do what from an accident? What exactly? And he's still alive. Is it A, require, B, reflect, C, supply, or D, survive? Good job, it's D, survive. My friend Hamad managed to survive in the car accident. Number 5, the BMW car company sells models that have the most up-to-date driving technology. Is it A, luxury, B, theater, C, civilization, or D, globe? So up-to-date driving technology, BMW cars are known to be very fancy and expensive. So which word is suitable here? Excellent, it's A, luxury. So the BMW car company sells luxury models. Number 6, the Avenues Mall visitors from all over the Gulf because it has all the luxury stores. So is it A, supplies, B, requires, C, survives, or D, attract? Avenues Mall does what exactly to all visitors? It attracts. Excellent. So it's D, attracts. The Avenues Mall attracts visitors from all over the Gulf. Now we have the second question. Fill in the spaces with words from the list. We have 3 words: officially, thirsty, compass. So number 1, in summer, I always feel as the weather is too hot, so I drink a lot of water. So I drink a lot of water and it's too hot. Which word is suitable here? It is thirsty. So in summer, I always feel thirsty. Number 2, we should go north according to our camp is there. So as I told you, what do we use exactly to know where to go or the direction? Which one of the words exactly? So it's compass. We should go north according to the compass. Our camp is there. We have a practice, you can do it at home. Do it yourself, students book, page 34, exercise 3, if you want to practice more. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot.